Good day, students! Today you will be with me as we learn another lesson in Practical Research 1. This is your subject teacher, Ma'am Lea May Daza. Let's get started. At the end of this session, our ultimate goal is for you to be able to explain the importance of research in our daily lives. So, my dear students, what do you think is the importance of research in our daily lives? I have a quick exercise for you, which you can do right there wherever you are sitting right now. So on the next slide that I will be showing you, you'll be seeing jumbled letters. These letters will form words that relate to the importance of research. All you have to do is to arrange these letters to form those correct words. Don't worry, clues will be given. Are you ready? So here's our first jumbled letters. What do you think is this word? It starts with letter T according to our clue. How about this one? This time it ends in letter Y according to our clue. And we have number 3. This one, according to our clue, second to the last letter is letter F. Can you guess that? And then we have number 4, we have this jumbled letters ending in letter O. What could that be? And for the last one, we have 8 letters. Fourth to the last letter is letter N. What do you think is that? Good, I think you're already done trying to figure out what these letters are. So if you got it correctly, this time I will be showing you the answers key. So according to our answers key, number 1 is truth, number 2 is quality, life for number 3, info for number 4, and lastly, humanity for number 5. Did you get it correctly? Good job! Later on, you'll get to know what these words mean. For the meantime, let's have some brief talk time. So, usap muna. So, I'd like to ask you a question. What are the most valuable things that you have right now? Can you give me at least 5? You may say it aloud on your seats. So if I may read what you're thinking, it can be cell phone, right? That's valuable for you. Or it can be your shirt, your pants, your computer, your pencil, or your ball pen. And I know for sure that you are aware that those are actually products of research. These are made out of a long and tedious study of different groups or individuals, like what you do when you seek for answers. Now, here's another question for you. If these things are all products of research, those things you're thinking and the ones I mentioned, can we say that research is important to us? What do you think? Well, I know you wanted to say that, of course, ma'am, research is important to us. That is the reason why today we are going to talk about the 5 importance of research according to Rolfe 2002, Borman 2013, Cancer Research UK 2019, Iguinago 2016, and Lee Tran and Lee 2007 respectively. Are you ready? Okay, I know you're ready. You have no choice. So the first one is the fact that research aims for truth. Do you agree with me? And I bet you'll say, of course, ma'am. So this is because we crave for truth and no one has the desire to live in lies. That's according to Rasmussen 2013. Research is about establishing truth based on evidence or data. That is why data gathering is a very important part of research. We conduct a study to seek for truth. Just imagine, for many centuries, people believed that the world is flat and it is over the giant turtle. Imagine that? These were the beliefs of our great lolos and lolas. Beyond the horizon of the sea is an abyss. But there came Ferdinand Magellan, who proved this otherwise. His courage and research have made us live with the fact that the world is really round. Imagine if we continued with that belief that the world is flat. Would you dare to swim in the deep oceans thinking that you might end up falling into the dead end? Diba? About this one, have you ever heard about the belief that Earth is the center of the universe? Actually, for many years, men believed that everything revolved around us. But thanks to Copernicus, because of his tedious research, now we know that it is not Earth which is the center of the universe, but the Sun. I bet you can cite more examples related to this concern. Nonetheless, the main idea here is research provides us explanation or solutions to particular problem based on truth. That's according to Cassie 2002. The second importance of research, we have this one. Research improves the quality of human life. I believe you often hear from your parents about their experiences when they were young. Though it sounds so boring, it is really true that they live without television. Imagine? Without internet, without cell phone, without air condition, electric fan, without computer, or online games. Can you imagine that kind of life? But look at our situation now. Everything that they don't have before, we have it now. You can cook without a fire stove. Now it is a matter of pushing a button with the use of a rice cooker or electric stove. You can call and see your friends abroad without the hassle through the use of social media platforms. You can actually travel anywhere with just a matter of hours, a few days using your motorcycles and bikes or cars, if you have cars. You can enjoy staying at home, not going outside with the use of your smartphones. This is the life that we have now. Do you think it just went down from heaven like rain during rainy season? All of the technological advancements are brought by different researches. Without the people who dedicated their lives for the sake of humanity, we will not have this kind of life. Through research, our standard of living improves. Then we have this one. Our third in the list of the importance of research is the fact that research saves lives. Through the course of human history, research has proven its worth and grows in our lives. In the past, when penicillin was not yet discovered, people just died without proper medication. It was by the research of Fleming that the first generation of antibiotics were discovered. In the same manner, how can we forget the research of Dr. Abelardo Aguilar, a Filipino doctor, one of the contributors to the discovery of erythromycin during the late 1940s. Now we have effective medicine for bacteria that causes infections in the respiratory tract. Moreover, Dr. Fe del Mundo improved the incubator and jaundice relieving device. Now our premature babies and those suffering from jaundice can survive and enjoy life in the future. With our situation now, with the threat of COVID-19, the only hope is research. Research on understanding the disease, development of vaccines, and medication will save us. Nonetheless, researchers are doing their best, working day and night to have a medical remedy for this pandemic. So later on, I know research will succeed and will continue to provide us a safer life. Another important note is the fact that research gathers the necessary information. Conducting research implies gathering data to explain your problem and to answer your particular questions. For example, you want to understand students' perception about modular learning. Then you conduct survey to the projected respondents or you direct interview the projected participants. Thus, the content of the survey questionnaire and the guided interview must be aligned to your problem and to the questions that you would like your participants to answer. On this manner, you're gathering important data needed for your research. Another, when COVID-19 was just starting to spread, medical experts are puzzled about the emerging disease. Many of them wanted to know what was the cause. Some of them investigated how it is being transmitted. Some experts dealt with medical mapping. Others determined the incubation period and how it can be prevented. Each of them intensively conducted a particular study to answer their inquiries. They did many laboratory experiments, observations, and literature review. Data related only to their questions were considered. Now, we have at least a good perspective on the manner the virus is transmitted, possible medication, ways to prevent it, and incubation period, and also the location affected by the pandemic. Thus, the necessary information to understand the situation were gathered. And for the last one, we should not forget that research explores humanity. Do you know that Bataeños have developed distinct Tagalog intonation and words? Do you know that the song Ati Kupong Sing Sing is about the culture of the Kapampangan? Do you know that in Zambales, the Itas have customary maternal and infant care beliefs based on their tradition and faith passed through generations? You also know that the Dumagat of Aurora considered prayers as part of their economic life. Do you know that the province of Tarlac came from Malatarlac? Diba? The name Tarlac came from Malatarlac. I'm quite sure that you are familiar with these questions that I have just asked you. These are examples of our research explores the culture of people. Research likewise deals with the investigation of culture to understand and to appreciate others' practices and beliefs. The way we understand others is the result of a long study of different individuals to provide us explanation about group or individual culture. Because of this, we can now relate, understand, and respect others. Big thanks to research. Now students, I know you probably have your own experience of how research works. You can actually still cite other importance of research based on your own experiences. The 5 importance of research I have mentioned are just a representation of the many benefits we can get out of research. So take note. Research is important because it aims for truth, it improves quality of human life, it saves lives, it gathers necessary information, it explores humanity. Who knows, in the future, your research might be beneficial to humanity. So hands on your pencil, let us start researching. Are you ready? Now that you have learned the 5 importance of research, let's get into exercising our brain cells again. Excited? So for this exercise, here's what you're going to do. Using the illustrations on the next slide, you're going to write letter A if the symbol shows importance of research related to exposing the truth. Letter B if it improves quality of human life. Letter C if it saves lives. Letter D if it gathers necessary information. Letter E if it explores humanity. Write your answers on your paper. Let's start. So number 1, we have for number 1, again what you're going to do is you're going to write letter A if you think that the item exposes truth, B if it improves quality of life, C if it saves lives, D if it gathers necessary information, letter D if it explores humanity. So we have number 1, making vaccine for COVID-19. What do you think? Is it letter A, B, C, D, or E? And then number 2, we have carefully studying the situation to know where COVID started. What do you think? Is it letter A, B, C, or D, or E? And we also have number 3, going to different places to understand their culture. Is it A, B, C, D, or E? And then we have number 4, coming up with technology to make life easy. Is it A, B, C, D, or E? And lastly, we have using the internet and other social media platform to get information. Is it letter A, letter B, letter C, letter D, or letter E? Are you done? Let's see if you got it right. Here's our answers key. Number 1, letter C, saves lives. Number 2, letter A, exposing truth. Number 3, letter E, humanity. Number 4, letter B, improves quality of life. And number 5, letter D, gathers necessary info. That's it. Did you get it all correct? Good job! This time, I know you're ready for the best part of this lesson, diba? The quiz time! Prepare your intermediate paper and, of course, your brain cells again. Ready? So, our quiz is going to have 2 parts, and the first part is a true or false identification. So, for this part, you're going to read each statement carefully. You're going to write T if it is true and letter F if otherwise. So, our first item is research provides us a narrow understanding on a particular problem. Is it true or false? And then we have number 2, research makes man's life simple and easy. Easy, is it true or false? And then we have number 3, research continues to provide us a safer life. Is it true or false? And then we have number 4, research gathers necessary information to understand the situation. Is it true or false? And then we have number 5, research explores the culture of people. Is it true or false? Got it? Done? Good. Let's proceed to the second part. The second part. So for this part, you are going to look at the doodle carefully and identify 5 outputs of research. You're going to name and explain briefly how they become important to us. So I'm going to give you time to examine the doodle. Okay? Right now, I'm giving you time to reflect on the doodle. Are you done? Good job! So let's take a look at the answers key for the first part so you can evaluate yourselves too. Here's our answers key. So for number 1, the correct answer is false. Number 2, true. Number 3, true. Number 4, true. And number 5, also true. For the doodle part, your answers will vary. I will be the one to check it. Nonetheless, you all deserve a big round of applause for a job well done. Congratulations! So, my dear students, what did you learn today? Take time to reflect. You may write your reflections on your notebooks. And yes, I agree with all of you. Today we learned how important research really is. Life is now easier compared before because of the people who stood up, did tedious researches to create inventions, innovations, and solutions to problems. As an ender, I'd like you to take note of your assignment. In 3 sentences, you're going to explain the role of research in understanding the situation of those who are affected by COVID-19 pandemic. You're going to write your answers on an intermediate paper. So that's where we end today, my dear students. Good job! Thank you for your time and attention. See you in our next class.